Welcome to the Tiffany Mika podcast. What we do here is build the belief in you to accomplish your dreams in your sport. I'll be your mentor and give you the skills, strategies and guidance to make it happen. Dream big, believe in you and go after your dreams. Now let's get into today's episode. Hey there, Tiff here, and welcome to Tiffany Mika podcast. So awesome to have you here. Well, we've reached the half of the year, haven't we? It's been a bit of a topsy-turvy journey for all of us really over the last 18 months more than anything, hasn't it? Everything's changed so much. We've got our sport back up and running, which is great. Tournaments are up happening. We've got competitions going. The Olympic Games is coming up really soon, next few weeks, so that's pretty exciting. But it's taken me a bit of time to get back here and record some episodes for you. I've had a few things on, to be quite honest. I've been building an online golf store. I've been teaching a lot of golf and tennis. And to be honest, I just haven't had the opportunity to record anything for you. But here I am, I'm back, and I'm ready to support you. I'm also recording this episode a day after Barty has won Wimbledon. Now, achieving her childhood dream, it's been exciting. It's been a wonderful thing for her to have accomplished, and how she refers to as incredible. Her word is incredible, and I think it is incredible that she has done that. I'm so excited for her. I'm so proud of her. And yes, she's an Aussie, but I'm just so proud that she's been able to accomplish her dream. And it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing to have accomplished a childhood dream. And she has done something that not a lot of people get to do in the sports side of things, in the sense of the big dream. I'm not saying that you're never going to accomplish your big dream, because I want you to. I want you to keep fighting for it. I want you to keep working towards it. But I want you to think about this too, and think about where Ash is right now, as she's accomplished a childhood dream that she's had for close to 20 years. I would imagine, because I understand that from when I was the same age, 5 and 6 years old, I had a big dream of accomplishing and playing at Wimbledon, winning Wimbledon, so I get it big time. But I know we're thinking, okay, well, what's next? It's like, well, Tiff, come on, she's going to the Olympics next. But what I mean is that when you've accomplished something amazing like that, something that you've put your heart and soul into, that you've been working towards your whole life, it's been everything, the training that you do every day, the thinking about it that you do every day, you live and breathe it every day. So what's next? So I'll be really keen to know, once Ash has settled down after the Wimbledon win and been, and has competed at the Olympics and all of that kind of stuff, I'll be interested to know what her next big dream will be when she gets back into resetting her goals and looking forward from that point on. I do feel incredibly excited for her. And I also at the same time feel very emotional, because she achieved my childhood dream. And that was something that I really wanted to accomplish when, her being 25, I would have loved to have done that when I was 25. That would have been everything for me. So I can really feel, what that would be like and how emotional that would feel. And, putting your blood, sweat and tears through that for so long, I get it big time. So, I can really relate to that. And, the same with me. I'm just like Ash. Ash reminds me a lot of me at the same age. Really sporty, could play well in any sport. But Ash has an advantage that I didn't have. And I'm going to point this out, because it's not about, oh, poor little me and I didn't accomplish my big dream. This is about how Ash accomplished her big dream. And I want you to really take note here, because this has been the difference between her accomplishing her big dream, someone like me not, or someone like you who might be struggling right now. And the fact is that she has a team. She has a team of people in place. So when she talks about her wins, when she talks about her accomplishments, when she talks about her struggles, it's all taken as a team effort. And this is what I want you to get and understand, that it's time now for you to get the right people in place for you. So I want you to be thinking about what we're talking about, but also I want you to build your team for your success. Okay, it's important that you build your team. And of course, there are some ways to build a team. And if you have the financial support, the funds to be able to do that, then it's going to be easier to build a team. And I'm going to list some things here below what I've written for you to consider when you're building your team. And I'll give you some suggestions in ways in which that you can also build your team if you don't have that financial support in place at this stage. So there'd be 4 major people that I want you to be looking at that would be part of your team. And the first one is the coach. You do need a coach. You need a coach for your sport that's really good at the technical aspects of the sport, really good at strategies, and really good at creating patterns of play to help you work through specific things, whatever it is that you need to work through with your sport in order for you to compete the way that you want to compete from a technical sports level. Second thing that you want to do is you want to have a mental coach in place, or a sports psychologist, something along that line that will help give you the strategies, the belief, the systems, how to handle situations, because all of these things are going to come up. And again, from my own personal experience, I wish I had some sort of support in that area, because it would have created a different tennis player out of me than what I ended up being. Number 3, fitness coach, to build your strength, to build your agility, to build your fitness for your specific sport. You need to have these things in place. Okay? You can't just rock up and hope that you doing the work with your coach, that's going to be enough. You'll need a fitness coach to help build everything that needs to be built in order for you to compete the way that you want to compete. And number 4, a physical therapist of some description, like a physio or a chiropractor or massage therapist, or someone that's going to help keep you injury free so that your body's always functioning at its optimal. Now, there are other people that you can also add to your team, which I think would be highly beneficial, which would be a nutritionist to help you fuel your body the way it needs to be fueled in order for you to perform, because it's not only the physical that you do, it's also the internal. Okay, so you're going to make sure that you're looking after the internal aspects of your body as well. And a mentor. It's good to have someone that's been there and done that before, understands what you're going through, the amazing things, the highlights, the fantastic things that are going on, also the struggles, the challenges, the obstacles that you'll face. They understand that they've been there too, and they can help guide you. So that's what I want you to consider when you're building a team of people around you. And you want a good, solid team, and you want all your team to be on the same page as you, and also on the same page with each other. That's the way that it's going to work best. You don't want part of the team saying one thing, another part of the team saying something completely opposite to that, and that's where the confusion and the team won't work very well. So you want to make sure that everyone's all has a common goal and they're all working towards the same thing. They all communicate with each other so that you can do what you do best. Okay, go out there and compete. But I also want you to think about, you might be saying, Tiff, well, that's great, but I don't have the financial funds to support me right now to be able to do that. Definitely, I would recommend have a coach. Even if you only see the coach once a month, do it, because then that coach can help you work on some specific things that you need to actually go and really work on to get those skills right, so that you are becoming mechanically efficient. I'm a firm believer in, like, I've been teaching sport for close to 30 years now, so we'll say at least 25, and it's always, and being an athlete myself, so I understand that from a kid. Get the technique right. You want to be mechanically efficient so that everything is being done efficiently and effectively, so that you can compete at the level that you want to compete at. If you don't, and you're still saying, Tiff, look, I just don't have the funds in place here yet, well, then go onto YouTube and study your sport to the nth degree. Look at the techniques of specific players that you want to model yourself off and follow them, right? But I mean, really work on the technique, really nut down what's going on, or nut it out what's going on, so that you can make that make those adjustments that need to be made in your technique, so that you can accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish with it. And I know what it is. You want to do well, you want to perform well, you want to win in your races, your tournaments, your fights, whatever it is that you're competing in for your sport. But you need to make sure that your skills are so solid that at some point you'll put yourself into a position that a coach will be there to help you and refine what needs to be done. So just because you may not have the funds right now to be able to do that, go and do that, okay? With all the others who make up your team, so like I said, especially the four major ones, like a fitness coach, well, there's so much out there, isn't there, on YouTube? There's so much out there on websites and so on. You've got access to so much free information. There's actually nothing stopping you from doing that. Mental coach, there's plenty of them around. You can consider me one, but there's podcasts, there's books, there's, again, people that you resonate with, that you know that's going to help you accomplish what it is. Learn from them. Nutritionist, again, plenty of information out there. My personal opinion would be the Dr. Gundry podcast. I've got all his books. I listen to him frequently. And what's great about what he does is he helps you understand what your body actually does and what kind of food it needs in order for it to function at an optimal level. So I thoroughly recommend that. So that's a big plug for Dr. Gondry and his podcast. Also, with regards to a physio or a chiro or even a massage therapist or someone along that line, you get the exercises of what you need, even if you can only see them, maybe once every 3 months, once every 6 months or something. Get all the not rehab exercises, but like prehab exercises. So those that are actually going to keep you injury free, that are going to strengthen specific areas in your body that needs to be strengthened, so that you are, like I said, injury free, but have that body maintenance in place. Okay, so that you're protecting yourself. So it's about you working out what you can do, what you can afford, what you can't afford, also what you can have in place right now, what you can't have in place right now. But I want to make you aware of that. These are the things that you need. Thoroughly recommend each person that I've recommended here, like a coach, a mental coach, a fitness coach, physio, a chiro, a nutritionist, a mentor, all of that kind of thing. You will need all of that, because it's not just you going out and there competing or playing, doing a bit of training. It's about putting all the pieces of the puzzle in place. We want the pieces of the puzzle in place together that will help you accomplish your dreams in your sport. So it's really important that you have these things in place. And I just want to share with you, I was teaching a mum and her son just last week, and she was talking about how she's been reading my book, and we're talking about reaching your potential and all of that kind of thing, because my book focus how to reach your potential in sport, business and life. And I said to her, I know exactly what held me back, and I said it on purpose to her in front of her son, because he's a very sporty young man and he's got his own sports dreams. And I wanted him to hear this, in this conversation, was that what held me back was I felt like I had to do it alone. And if I couldn't do it alone, therefore I thought I was a failure. So the point I want you to get here from me and what I'm sharing with you today is that you don't have to do this alone. And there are so many resources out there to help you. And you want to have a team in place. It's not just about you just rocking up and just doing that alone. You need a team of people around you that's going to help you, support you, and be there for you to help you accomplish your big dreams. So like I said, you've got so much out there that is available to you. So don't feel like that you have to do it alone. Ask for help. People will help you. You can ask me. Just send me an email and ask. I can help you and point you in the right direction where you need to go if you are so unsure. And remember, I had a childhood dream and I never achieved it. And I have lived with regret and disappointment ever since for a long time. Well, actually, I've learnt to live with it now, but for a long time, I was very upset by it, that I didn't accomplish my big childhood dream. Very disappointed in my life. Had many, many regrets about it, but I have learned to live with it. I haven't ever let it go as such, but I've learnt to live with it. Just like being or losing a loved one, I've learnt to live with it. And that's why I found it so emotional with Barty winning Wimbledon, is because that was my dream. And so I can really relate to that. But what I want you to understand is that if I can help you in any way get on the right path to your childhood dream or the dream that you're working on right now, let me know. I will support you in any way that I can, and I'm here for you. So don't give up on your big dreams. Keep working towards them, and if you need help, ask for help. That's what I never did. I never asked for help, and I want you to ask for help if that's where you're at right now. You're lost, you're not sure what to do. Get the help that you need. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Love it if you could leave a comment down below wherever you hear this episode, what you like best about what you heard. If you have friends that you know that would benefit from these episodes, please share them with them, because we want to build the Tiffany Mika podcast as big as we possibly can and build our sports dreams and accomplishments and everything else that we want to do, achieve them. Okay, we want to get out there and achieve them. So in saying that, I want you to dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams. Look forward to hearing from you real soon. Take care for now. Before you go, do you want to build confidence, belief, strength, and courage in you to go after your big dreams in your life and in your sport? If you do, go to www.tiffany-mika.com and get a copy of my book, Focus, How to Reach Your Potential in Sport, Business and Life. I look forward to seeing you there. Dream big, believe in you, go after your dreams.